Hey guys, how's it going? This is Ben Kermis. Just getting out of work. I rushed over here. I want to make sure to get this video in for you guys over at the house. Been in the gym all day, but so one part of that pre-sale, one of the most important parts, is going over the lease. So thought I'd give you a couple tips on a lease because all the time I see people just get into just terrible leases, things that they should never even be signing, with just landlords that are just out to do nothing but beat them up and take as much money as they can every month. So some good tips to think about are, and including me personally, leases that I've actually gotten involved in are ones where we've had the landlord actually pay for the build out of the gym that we're putting in. You might hear my dog drinking water right now, but landlord pays for the gym that we're building. I've also had ones where the landlord gives us a loan and then we pay it back built into the lease. Completely normal is for you to get at least 1 to 1.5 months of free rent for every month or for every year that you're leasing. So if you have a 5-year lease, then right off the bat, no matter what, it's completely normal, especially for gyms and health clubs and affiliates, to get a free month of rent each time. So so you're getting all those landlord concessions, so making sure that they're responsible for the HVAC, what's going on with the floorings, like those big build outs. So you want to really do everything you can to go in there, preserving your cash flow, and have the place, you just need to roll down the rubber, bolt the rig up, do some, maybe a little bit to the bathrooms, and then you can move on in there and have the place ready to go for your pre-sale. But you can have the landlord pay for the bathrooms, and again, this might sound crazy, but it's completely normal in the health and gym business. I own 4 gyms, and that's how we do it every single time. Plus all the deals that I've left on the table that were almost finished, where we were having the landlord doing all the locker rooms, all the bathrooms, upgrading the HVAC, all of those big bills that come your way later on. But well, that's some big tips to think about. And I know you might think that it's not realistic, right? But you can actually do it, because what you want to do is ahead of time you kind of set those terms out. So when you're first looking at properties, you take a look at it and say, okay, this one looks good, so I'm going to put a proposal into that landlord. Sorry about that, guys. It's getting dark over here, and the iPad got filled with memory, so I had to just erase something real quick. But anyway, so it might seem like that the landlord is just, they're not going to do stuff like that. It just seems too outrageous, too expensive for them. But they're going to spend money to get a long-term tenant in there. And gyms are really good tenants. They don't usually go out of business, or they at least bleed to death for a few years before they actually go out of business. So the big thing is just make that part of your conditions of doing business. So as you're looking for places and you reach out to them, let them know, okay, well, what kind of concessions does the landlord do? And then from there, if you can go for, okay, I want our bathrooms built out and 6 months of free rent. And then you build it on there. And then, so you're setting that expectation from the beginning of what you want. And that landlord might not say yes. Well, guess what? They're probably not going to be the good place for you. Don't fall in love with it. Move on to the next one, so you can get a good, strong lease that's going to, it's going to be the most expensive thing you pay for is that lease. So you want it to be a really good one. It might last 5 years. It might last 10 years. Who knows? So, good tip. So, to get some more info, go to www.83newclientsbeforeyouopen.com. There's a link below this page too. There's a 40-minute video on there with all kinds of tips about a pre-sale, which again is the most important thing you can do before you open, or if you're moving to a bigger facility, or if you're opening a second facility, or if you're looking to even do a grand opening, it can fall into that too. So check it out. Again, 83 new clients before you open. Thanks a lot.